Greetings. Today we continue with part 4 of the name of God, Jehovah El Elyon. We concluded yesterday in Isaiah 44:24, where it spoke about God being the sole creator. He said, I did it alone. I did it by myself, which is the theme with which John begins his gospel. In John chapter 1, verse 1, he says, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. The same was in the beginning with God. All things were made by him, and without him was not anything made that was made. Again in Colossians chapter 1, 16 and 17, it says, for by him all things were created that are in heaven and that are in earth, visible and invisible, whether they be thrones or dominions or principalities or powers, all things were created by him, and the idea is were created for him. Verse 17 continues, and he is before all things, and by him all things consist. And this word consist means held together, and it is denoting continual possession. God is still the possessor of the heavens and the earth, from the point in which he created them until this very moment. Psalm 119 verse 89 says, forever, O Lord, thy word is settled in heaven. Thy faithfulness is to all generations. Thou hast established the earth, and it abides. They continue this day according to thine ordinances, for all are thy servants. Every sun rising in the east and then setting in the west, every change of the seasons, every rotation of the solar system, each one in particular and all of them collectively are giving testimony to the constant possession by the Most High God. The seas, the ocean, the weather, their patterns themselves give evidence that God is still in possession and control of his creation. God will always be the possessor of the heavens and the earth, from the point in which he created them until the end of eternity, and eternity by definition can never end. Then let's notice the domain of his reign, heaven and earth. God's domain extends to the earth and the three heavens which he created. The earth and its atmosphere, the first heaven, are included in the domain of this Most High God. Now, although, quote, Mother Nature is given credit for what is happening in nature, God is still the one in control. Almost every newscast, especially during the weather forecast, credit or criticism is given to Mother Nature. With all their technology, they can still only observe what is happening and then speculate whether a sovereign God, the Most High God, will allow it to continue as it is now or allow it to be changed. Read the book of Job. God gave permission, and the devil used the weather to kill Job's children. It was not an accident of nature, but it was under the direct control of the Most High God. All the inhabitants of the earth are included in the dominion of this Most High God, as Daniel chapter 5 verses 18 through 21 teach us. It says in Daniel 5:18, and thou, O king, the Most High God gave Nebuchadnezzar thy father a kingdom and majesty and glory and honor. And for the majesty that he gave him, all people, nations, and languages trembled and feared before him. Whom he would he slew, and whom he would he kept alive, and whom he would set up, and whom he would he put down. But when his heart was lifted up with pride, and his mind hardened in pride, he was deposed from his kingly throne, and they took his glory from him. And he was driven from the sons of men, and his heart was made like the beast, and his dwelling place was with the wild asses or donkeys. They fed him with grass like oxen, and his body was wet with the dew of heaven, till he knew that the Most High God ruled in the kingdom of men, and he appointeth it over it whomsoever he will or he desires.